Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Davison After Dark, the live interactive talk show from my living room straight to your shot, typically in front of the fan. Well, hey, I got it out perfectly this time. So it is International Women's Day today, and I am trying to work on a video for my patrons. But unfortunately, what's happening is that Final Cut decided to update the libraries, and it's on item 20 of 99. So I am struggling with needing to use my editing suite, but I can't because of updates. Hooray for the womans. Today we celebrate the womans. Thank you for joining me in celebrating the womans, as PewDiePie and others would say. Oh, you guys can see my microphone today. Look, it's sticking there in the corner. Fancy. It looks like it's sparkling. Oh, isn't that pretty? Are you guys celebrating International Women's Day? How do you feel as a man that we celebrate International Women's Day? Hello, Sean. Hello there. You're slacking today. This is your first time on. Yeah, no, I'm not slacking at all. Actually, the opposite. I had a meeting about my massive video project. I confirmed more people for that project. I was working on the song I started yesterday because I'm doing a parody of I'm So Lit right now. So I'm actually hiring a music producer to create the backing track because I tried to create it on my own, but it didn't sound that great. So he's going to add some drums and bass, and then I'm going to record me singing it. And then I'm going to basically film the music video and record the audio tomorrow. So exciting stuff. But unfortunately, yeah, the uncensored content is not finished because my computer is being unfriendly. Hello, Tim. So Tim's, sorry, did I say hello, Tim, instead of hello of rain? My brain is a little bit slow tonight. Tim says, if we're going to have one Women's Day, the other has to have as many days. So men and women should have a day. Yeah. Is there International Men's Day? I don't know. I'm sure someone has wanted to create that. Have they? Let's check it out. Is there International Men's Day? Here on Davison After Dark, we hang out, we have fun, we chat about things. So International Men's Day is on Monday, November the 19th. Now you know. Now you know there's both a Men's Day or a Man's Day. Men's Day? I guess it's Men's Day. Man's Day and a Woman's Day. Men's Day and a Woman's Day. There you go. Bubble Wrap has a day. Oh, that's good to know. Andrea says, what about those other 69 genders? Yeah, that's actually true. You know, they should have a non-binary day. They should have a gender day. I guess they celebrate their identity on probably the LGBTQA days, because I guess even though sexual orientation doesn't necessarily have anything to do with gender, I think for some reason we've lumped non-binary people under, different sexual preferences because their gender is not identifiable or is different. You feel me? So automatically any sexual encounter they have falls into the alternative spectrum. Though again, I'm sure, let's look it up. I'm sure non-binary gender day, International Non-Binary Day. I'm sure that exists. Non-binary. Someone's invented a day for everything. So there we go. List of LGBT awareness days. There's International Non-Binary Pride Day. There's the International Transgender Day of Visibility. Hold on. So International Non-Binary Pride Day is on July the 14th. Isn't that the same day as the Journée de la Bastille Day in France? Yeah, I guess I should link to this live broadcast on my Patreon because I am tardy. I hope it doesn't annoy people. I can only work so fast. Oh, who's messaging me? Sorry, guys. I haven't posted anything on Instagram for International Women's Day yet. And you know what kind of depresses me about this show on this channel? For some reason, YouTube stopped disseminating my videos in search for my live events. I don't know if it's because when I go live this way, it's less likely to be ranked in the same, like they don't have a special category for this yet, versus when I go live on my mobile, there's an actual like category on live streams. But it's weird because like, how can anyone ever get ahead if they're not sending people to your live broadcasts that are new? You know what I'm saying? Anyhow, it's fine. It's just weird. So they should have a catch up on Marshmallows Day. That sounds gross, Tim. Am I feeling better? I'm still feeling a little bit off, to be perfectly honest. But what can I do? I got to keep working. I've got too much work to do to take any time off. Sorry, just a minute. Just a minute, guys. I'm going to tell my patrons that I'm live in case they want to come hang out. Okay, I'm just going to copy the link to this. And dump it on Patreon. You know what sucks is that another bug with going live this way is that I take thumbnails for the broadcast and then they don't use the thumbnails. The proper thumbnail doesn't show up. So that's kind of, I don't get it. It's buggy. This new experience is buggy. No, I know you guys get my push notification, but it's like new people if they want to like, oh, let's check out some YouTube streamers, you know, kind of like how you would check out a Twitch streamer. Just 1 second. Let's just do this. I hope you don't eat ketchup on marshmallows. That sounds not so great. I can actually imagine the taste. I don't know if you guys can imagine tastes in your mind, but I can. And that's sometimes how I create dishes. I've got good taste imagination. I may not always have good taste, but I have good taste imagination. Do you guys have taste imagination? So let's put the video link. We are live now. Pardon the thumbnail. My tea is bugging. Yeah, the thumbnail's ridiculous. Okay. It's not what I picked. That's not what I shot at all. So weird. I shot something like this. And then it's like, okay, all the more reason not to be what you eat. Very true, Sean. So Sean says, I always have taste imagination and I always think I'm great at it. So Frank says, I've smelled marshmallow, but I couldn't tell you the taste. Oh, is that because you hate sweet stuff? Marshmallows taste good. I mean, they taste the best in, say, stuff like Rice Krispie Squares or on hot chocolate. On their own, they can, they're covered in flour to stop them from being sticky. And they lack a bit of like a vanilla flavor. But I don't know. Peeps or have you ever had a Peep? Peeps are marshmallow treats for Easter. Those little chicks, and they make them in different flavors. You can add any flavor to marshmallow. Typically, the flavors that are available are strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla. They're kind of gelatinous. They're sticky, but not too sticky. They're really good roasted. That's another thing I should have said. Roasted marshmallows, 9 times out of 10, are better than a plain old marshmallow. I had maple syrup marshmallows once, though, and they were better than roasted marshmallows. Roast them on a fire. That's the best way to eat them. Yeah, that's what you just said, Sean. I was talking and didn't read your comment. Yeah, so I deleted more content, of course, yesterday. That's the follow-up to the YouTube drama. And I changed some thumbnails. My traffic is really low because some of the videos that I deleted were pulling traffic, but I have no idea what YouTube's about to do to us, so I just deleted them. I'm probably going to upload or re-upload some of them censored. So I think people are going to have to bear with me on my main channel when I re-upload things censored, because I'm just worried that, for instance, I deleted the jumping jack video, the sports bra versus no bra jumping jack challenge. It is available on my Patreon, but I deleted it entirely on YouTube because I feel like it went a little too far. Like, it didn't go too far. It's just me doing jumping jacks without a bra. But Lord knows how YouTube's going to interpret that if there's too much of that style of content on my main channel. So I took it down. It had like 25,000 views. And I'll re-upload it and just change it. But I'm not going to re-upload it right away because I just did a sports bra versus no bra thing. And again, I don't want to be known as a problematic or a gratuitous streamer, even though I feel like I should be able to make that choice and nobody gets to dictate what I say or do. I am not a perv. I don't think there's anything wrong with anything I've ever made. It's not harmful. And anybody that tries to control me can go away. They're never going to control me. The only reason I'm doing this is because I want to save my job, not because of any advice that I've gotten from anyone telling me to change the way that I exist or create. That is your problem. You have issues. I don't. Go away. Sean says he doesn't eat chocolate, but I didn't realize he didn't eat marshmallows either. Tim says put them in a s'more. That's a good idea, Tim. So Frain says the only time I've used Peeps is on a windshield in the summer, and yes, they deserved it. Ha ha ha. You mean, wait, what? The only time you use Peeps is on a windshield in the summer? Wait a second. I'm not getting what you're meaning. Holy crap. There's only 5 of us here tonight. Where is everybody? I guess people don't care about International Women's Day. What are we interpreting from this data? I can give you guys a preview of the song, but I kind of don't. I kind of want to, but I kind of don't want to. Oh, they melt and stick badly. Yeah, I believe it. I absolutely believe it. What else can we read about International Women's Day? What can we discuss about this issue? International Women's Day. McDonald's flipped its logo for International Women's Day. Then came the backlash. Why? What? They turned the golden arches into a W. What's so wrong with that? Here, let's take a picture of it and show you guys. I wish I could do some screen share so you could see. What's wrong with the it's actually cool. The golden arch is upside down. I like it. Let's turn down the contrast. And then let's go back to you guys. See? So they did that today for International Women's Day. That's clever. That's cool. I respect that. So what are people upset about? People are upset about everything always. Oh, I got a message today, by the way, on International Women's Day on my Instagram. It was like, fuck you, you fucking bitch, from an account with no name. And I was like, what? Why? I haven't done anything to anyone. What the hell? Maybe it's one of the haters from the other day. That was very weird. I was like, thank you on International Women's Day for sending me hate. Just again, proof people get upset about anything. So Nathan Lerner says, hey, McDonald's, maybe instead of a cheap PR stunt where you make the M a W to support women, you do something real like paying your workers a living wage. Labor rights or women's rights, says Carmen Perez. The link between the gender justice and labor justice movements is strong, but often unacknowledged. And On Twitter, the reception remains mixed. The most popular tweet on the subject, circulated far more widely than McDonald's own Women's Day message, mocks the company for not embracing more workplace policies designed to help women. Some critics have also repurposed an old insult meant to describe women's outreach that is lazy, self-serving, or presumptive. They call it fittingly McFeminism. Some critics have also repurposed an old insult meant to describe women's outreach that is lazy, self-serving, or presumptive, and it's called McFeminism. There we go. Yes, just me. Today is International Women's Day. Do I think that McDonald's needs to pay workers a higher wage? Probably yes, but do I know as a business owner that it's not always possible to pay $30 an hour? Absolutely. You got to manage costs. And I mean, yes, all workers should be paid a living wage, but that's the role of the government, I believe, to enforce those standards, because businesses are always going to cut costs wherever they can. So in Quebec, I believe now the minimum wage is like, I don't know, it's like $12 an hour. And here you can survive, at least in Montreal, on that much. It's not a great life. You certainly, aren't going to afford many luxuries, but if you make that little, there's tax credits that you get every once in a while. There's GST rebates checks that are mailed to you. And most people do not work at McDonald's as a full-time permanent job. So I don't know. I think they tried their best. Sometimes companies truly try their best. And I guess it is, though, marketing at the same time. So how good are their intentions? But they're maybe doing something a little self-serving, but they're doing something that's also acknowledging women. So I don't know. I applaud what they did. It is unfortunate, though, that there was a term already out there that's pejorative called McFeminism, because that automatically weakens their message a little bit. But I'd never encountered the term before. Or sorry, not McFeminism. What is it? Where we go? Yeah, it is McFeminism. Sorry. So that's funny. Are they paying extra only on this day? No. What else has happened today? Like I said, on Instagram, I've seen a lot of posts that are like positive quotes about celebrating, yourself as a woman, or that image, that everyone's seen, wherein it's the woman from the bathroom door. And, how a woman on a bathroom door typically, in a very sexist way, wears a skirt. But I suppose that's always been the easiest way to differentiate between male and female. There's that symbol, and it says, oh, it was always a cape. And so they draw a woman wearing pants in front of the symbol and make it look like the part that's triangular that juts out as a cape. So I saw that. What else? Oh, I know someone, actually. I'm seeing someone that my friend is involved with in the news on CNN. That's funny. I see someone I know, their pictures popping up in news. I'm a trans woman and I'm celebrating International Women's Day. Oh, that's also one of the controversies. Should trans women be able to celebrate Women's Day? Well, I think so. But then there's some militant purists that think that trans women are should fall under the LGBTQ days. I don't agree with that. What do you guys think about that? So, Just Me says, I celebrate myself every day. I hope you do too. Beautiful. Well, I mean, I don't feel like I'm celebrating. It's just been on any other regular day for me today. I mean, it's been a day of, like I said, meetings for my expensive shoot. And then I was working on a parody song, and now I'm trying to get out an uncensored video. But what's happened is that my Final Cut library is updating. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go live and I'm going to drop the link on my Patreon. So no, it doesn't feel like, oh, yeah, I feel so celebrated. But I guess it's just like positive women-centric quotations that I keep encountering today. So that's nice. Oh, So Frame says the best signs I've ever seen were a Tinkerbell and a satyr. For what? Sean says, if they want to celebrate it, let them look at St. Patrick's Day. How many people celebrate it that are not Irish? Well, there you go. Oh, I see. For the bathroom signs. I get it. That's funny. Who else is here? So we have Afrain, Tim, just me, Sean, Danny, Andreas, Professor Snuggles. Who else? Roll call. By the way, Patreon is updating tonight at 11. They are. What are they updating to? What's happening when Patreon updates? Are they changing everything? Oh no, am I going to get totally updated or, oh, just me. There we go. Your dog's listening. Hello, dog. What's your dog's name? Am I going to get system updated out of updating my Patreon? Sounds like it. Ignorance is bliss. What do you mean? Not knowing who's watching. The site will go down for a bit. That's funny. Your dog's name is Casey. Hi, Casey. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sometimes I think the chat's about me. Oh, wait. It's filtering it to top chat for me, not live chat. I got to switch that. I wish we could update tags as well in our live broadcasts. It's kind of weird that we can't add tags prior to going live. I don't know why YouTube does that. Tags are an integral part of the system. So it's sort of weird that they made the decision to not allow us to add tags to live broadcasts. So have you guys celebrated any of the women in your lives? Your wives, your sisters, your mom? Did you call them up and say, hey, Happy Women's Day or Happy International Women's Day? I got a few cute messages. I got some messages on Snapchat and I got some messages on Instagram that were like, hey, Davison, just wanted to say Happy International Women's Day. And I very much appreciated it. My throat is hurting, guys. It's hurting worse again. This cold is so weird. I hate colds that are like, you feel better, you feel worse, you feel better. Like it's been flip-flopping for a very long time. It's confusing me. You can tell though, because my voice is a little creaky. Just reading your comments. So you went and helped a friend lay down a rug? Well, that's nice. Now's your chance, guys. This is your mission. Go wish the women in your lives a happy International Women's Day. They actually will appreciate it and be like, oh, he's woke. He's a woke dude, or he appreciates me. It's always nice to be appreciated for whatever arbitrary holiday, isn't it? I think so. I'm not up to date on the drama. Is there any drama going on? I saw that President Trump is doubling down on imposing restrictions on North Korea and being firm on the fact they must denuclearize. So Just Me says, I feel like I celebrate women on the daily, but I'll say Happy Women's Day to them now on the regular. Well, don't say it too much. Then it loses its impact. I thought that would be giving them flowers and chocolate. No, I don't think it takes that. I think just verbal acknowledgement, at least for me, is enough. Oh, there we go. You're putting tariffs on steel and aluminum against the conservatives' wishes. Well, that's weird. So Donald Trump, wait, it's against the conservatives' wishes or the liberals' wishes? My throat is killing me. What else can I pull up? Hello to everyone who's here. If you're here from my Patreon, hello. I'm answering any questions you want. I'm opening the floor. If you guys have any Ask Me Anything questions, please ask now. Ginger is good for throat. Yeah, I have some ginger drink. I don't feel like having it right now. I have a few cough drops, but my throat is really burning. So maybe I'm about to get like super sick. Maybe it's finally hitting me in full just when I need to record. I'm so shit right now. My life is so boring. I guess I'll still be able to sing it even if my throat is on fire. This throat is on fire. This throat is on fire. Oh, thank you for just me. You're the opposite of the person I had the other day. The person I had the other day said I was, I look worse because I'm older now. They were being mean to me. So thank you for saying the opposite. It did affect me last night. I felt terrible after the person was like, you were hotter. You were hotter when you did your iodine video. You were hotter. Well, it was not shot on the same webcam. Yeah, it was a little while ago, but I mean, what can I do? I do my best. Gargle with warm salt water. Yeah, I think I need to do that. A lot of conservatives don't like tariffs. Thank you, Andres. I could gargle live on camera. It's like the person who asked me to fog the camera. There you go. That'll be your entertainment. Just me gargling. Do you guys want to see me gargle? Don't tell me that you want me to gargle something illicit. Please don't. Oh, I got a lot of illicit comments today, but that has nothing to do with Women's Day. Some guy left a very explicit comment on my underwear video. I was like, wow, thanks, bro. Thanks for that message. They may the gargle tube. There you go. They may need their eyes checked. I don't know. It is what it is. Just like I got that weird message today from an anonymous account telling me that I was an effing bee. I thought that was very weird. I did every single style of underwear in 2 minutes. I actually really enjoy that video because it was expensive to produce. It's fun. It's positive. It's cute. So if you look up 25 underwear styles in 2 minutes or something like that, you'll find the video. And I got a comment on it. It has been approved for monetization because it is a fashion video. The other video that I've done that is similar is the 25 bras in a minute or 2 minutes or something like that. So I wanted to start doing different like fashion videos. But when the whole demonetization crisis hit last year, it threw everything kind of a bit for a loop. Now, they only want brand friendly things and you don't know what they want. But the first two that I did, of course, were the bra and the underwear. And I bought like giant granny panties down to like a tiny thong. So a guy made some weird comment on the video. Styrofoam dome smuggle snacks into the movie. What? Let's see this. What are you talking about? Smuggle snacks into movie. Styrofoam. Genius or stingy? What? No, woman pretends to be pregnant. Is that it? A woman pretended to be pregnant to get snacks into the theater. That just seems excessive. That's funny though. I mean, come on, just stuff it at the bottom of your purse. Get like a false compartment for your purse. Why don't you do that? Get a big bag. And basically what you do is, you create a false bottom. Put a harder flat top and put a lot of shit in your bag. So when they look through your bag, they're never going to go to the bottom. They're teenagers. So just me says, I look forward to some fashion fun. Yeah, well, you'll see what's coming soon. Snack bobs and styrofoam. That's funny. Got to get my snack bobs. It's just like, I think there's a bra that can be filled with wine. I'm pretty sure that exists. And there's like a little tube, kind of like the hats for the, the beer can hats. They have that, but for bras. The bob possibilities are endless, guys. I can iterate on bobs a million times, but eventually YouTube will catch on that bobs means boobs, because right now the demonetization bot thinks that bobs is like Bob the Builder. Or fill your bag with underwear and they won't want to look through it, says Tim. That's funny. Open Roberts, there you go. That's what we can move language to. Just like whenever they ban swear words anywhere, it's only a matter of time, again, before people invent their own language to tell people to pluck off, right? Because nobody wants to be censored. They serve beer and wine at your movie theaters? Oh, really? Which state do you live in? That's where leak came from. Exactly, Efrain. Oops, I misspelled thumbnail. Just a minute, guys. Just seeing if there's any notifications to stay. Okay, I'm just checking. Sorry, guys. Sorry if that lighting is harsh whenever I switch screens. Oh, you're in California. Huh. It's fairly new, maybe a couple of years now. I'm trying to think if you can get beer in movie theaters here. I don't visit movie theaters very often, so yeah, I'm not up to date as to what kind of snacks they offer. I feel like there's some premium movie theaters here that serve beer, but I'm not sure. I mean, I know they serve beer, of course, at like concerts and hockey games. Oh, you can't? Okay. So they have tours for beer, wine, and weed now, but no smoking in the theater. That's funny. Hey, Tim wants to go on that weed tour. Okay, so they don't have beer and wine in Cineplex or Guzzo here. I had no idea. I mean, I wouldn't generally want to drink and watch a film because you're only in there for like 3 hours at most. You can wait, have a drink afterwards. It gives you something else to do. You might have a drink right now. I'm drinking water to soothe my poor throat. Okay, guys. So Efrain says, I have a hard enough time holding my bladder without a beer through a movie. That's very true. Well, they used to serve those giant, I'm sure they still do, those giant soft drinks. Those go through you really fast, especially if they're diet. It's like drinking water. So you were shocked well, I think they're trying anything at this point to stay profitable, movie theaters. And you can, easily make a lot of profit, I think, on alcohol sales. And normally alcohol sales encourage food sales. So it's like a win-win for them. So that's why they started offering it. It's not necessarily that there was that big of a demand. I mean, I've known people to smuggle, of course, like flasks into theaters or be drunk when they go to the theater. So where there's a market, they'll market, right? You have another Tim. What do you mean? There's another Tim in the room? Just me is also Tim? Again, any questions, guys? Because I'm fading my throat. You have no idea how much my throat is hurting me. Oh, how's the song coming along? It's coming along really well. I paid a producer some money to make the backing track, and he's getting that to me late tonight or early tomorrow. And then I'm going to record it tomorrow, and we'll see if I can shoot a music video quickly. I don't know if I can. But the lyrics are done, and the backing track's being produced professionally. So it's still going to be schlocky because it's a parody, but it's going to be at least not as bad as it would be if I were to do it, because I couldn't find a good backing track. I do work fast. I work fast and I work frequently. I never take a break. Well, I'm going to go smoke some weed and hope you feel better. Well, thank you, Just Me. I'll try. I think I need to go to sleep. It's going to be like, judging by how much my throat is hurting, and my throat has not hurt like this much until today. It hasn't hurt this much since I got really sick. I'm about to get like super sick, which sucks. But at least I'm getting sick hopefully now before my massive shoot in a week and a bit. Oh, you're a female. Well, that's cool. I didn't know that. I always assume everyone's male. That's funny. Well, hello, Just Me. Now I will interpret you as female instead of male. Do I get the tummy rumbles before recording vids like that? What do you mean, like for music videos, or what videos do I get the tummy rumbles for? I do have elderberry. I actually do, Just Me. I have elderberry syrup, and I could take it right now. I should take it. I didn't even think about it. It's in the fridge. I should take it. What am I doing? Like performance on stage get queasy. No, I never get queasy before shooting videos anymore, or even going live. Like sometimes before going live, I'm like, is it worth it? Do I have anything to talk about? Can I be entertaining tonight? But I just override that, or override any doubt I have in myself, and I just do it. The only time I really get nervous is like during auditions, or if I'm working with someone new for the first time and I have to do something, say, risque, then I'll feel pressure. Or sometimes I'll kind of get frustrated if I need to get a video quickly because it's a trend and I need to be articulate, and say I'm low on blood sugar, or I've had a long day, or I just want to get it done. The anticipation will frequently make my performance worse or make me stutter and stumble with my lines. But the longer you turn on the longer you've been turning the camera on for, the easier it gets just to like, this is just natural to me at this point. It's like not anything I think about anymore. And I know how to coherently memorize facts and retell facts. Like whenever I can, I haven't made a video in a little bit where I'm explaining an issue or something that just happened, but that was an acquired skill. It wasn't given. And now I have a lot easier time memorizing isolated lines if I'm introducing something than I used to. I'm still not that great with scripted content wherein I have to have like an acting scripted exchange between me and somebody else, because I don't do much of it. And I've always found it awkward to speak words that I'm not thinking about. And I know you have to get over that hurdle and just make the words your own and react naturally. But in auditions, I typically do terrible at it. Though in working, I'm generally much better. But it's been a very long time since I've done something scripted, that's dramatic. Yeah, or I guess sometimes I might get a little stressed out if I'm like shooting in public and I'm worried that someone might show up and like object to me shooting and be like, or think I'm weird. Like whenever I've shot in the park, people might be like, what the hell is that woman doing in a ball gown in the middle of a field laying in the snow? But most people, once they see a camera now, because they're so ubiquitous, they just kind of go with it. They're chill. Like they ignore it. They're like, oh, she's just filming, whatever. And people are more focused on themselves than they are on you normally. And even if they do, stare and laugh, whatever, they're going to forget about you unless you do something really awful. So no, nerves. I have more anxiety and worry about the future of this. Or if I'm like, for instance, my big shoot that's coming up, like, what is going to be the outcome of it? Am I going to get another viral video or two? I hope I get, or at least minimum, get a few videos that get 100,000 views or more each that drives more subscribers to my main channel. But I have no control over that because I'm not just battling audience perception. I'm battling the YouTube's various algorithms, and it's just all over the map. So yeah, I'm a little stressed. Like, what if, I have a concept, I think it's great. Will people think it's great? Will the media think it's great? Can I pay you to have it promoted on Reddit? Is it going to be a waste of my money? Is something weird going to happen when I'm shooting? Stuff like that, I think about. But not the whole like stage fright thing. No. So hold on, you've got a message on Tinder? Wait. What about oh, it's none of their business? Or you're talking about when I'm filming? Here, let's get some elderberry syrup. I'll prove that I have it. I'm going to take some elderberry syrup live on stream. Just a second, guys. Sometimes I get frustrated with how slowly and inconsistently progress is made on YouTube. And I mean, there we go, my elderberry syrup. Like, I try my best to give my best, but I feel like I know, for instance, my live broadcasts could be more produced and consistent, but instead they're just consistent in me turning on the camera and being like, yo, let's just hang out. Is there a market for that for you guys? There is, but it's not a market. There's not a market for that for everyone. Here, I'm about to take a shot of elderberry. Ugh. Bleh. Watch Davison take medicine live on stream. Thank you for the $5 of frame. You're now the prettiest girl in the room. Oh my goodness. Today when I was at my meeting, I kept sniffling and I wasn't even aware of it. And the guy I was meeting with was like, do you need a Kleenex? I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm like, oh no, do I work alone so often that I'm not even aware of like the annoying, socially inappropriate things that I do anymore? Astragalus is good immune support. I should try that. I try not to over supplement myself. You know what I mean? Like, already I take iron, but I don't take iron every single day because I feel like it's not good for you to have every day. And it's hard on my intestines. So I took it 2 days in a row, yesterday and the day before. I'm taking a day off today, and then I'll do it again tomorrow. Your elderberry syrup is sweet. Well, this is sweet, but it has this like nasty aftertaste, and I could identify the aftertaste. It's that aspirin aftertaste. It's like slippery elm. And sure enough, did you know elderberry contains the same compounds, that the active compounds in aspirin, which I believe is this salicylic acid. Wait, it's not acetic acid. Aspirin is acid. What is it? It contains acetylsalic. Acetylsalic. I can't say it, guys. Acetylsilic acid is an elderberry syrup. That's why it reduces fevers and makes you feel better. You learned something new today, maybe. And you can taste it. I can actually taste it. It has a very particular taste. And this does, like, within an hour, my fever always, if I have a temperature, and I know I'm running a temperature right now, it'll go down. And I find it diminishes your cold symptoms, but I feel like if you stop taking it while you have a cold or the flu, then your cold kind of comes back, or it kind of makes your cold last longer, but be less severe. That's been my experience of this. No, not acetaminophen. Oh, well, I'm glad you love learning. It's my pleasure to teach you something. And again, Efrain, thank you for the $5. You just purchased me some of the food I ordered today. I actually ordered McDonald's today. I ordered a lot of McDonald's. I ordered their feta wrap with eggs. It's like a Mediterranean feta wrap breakfast sandwich. It was great. And I also had a BLT. Wait, I ate both. I don't think you're supposed to eat 2 breakfast sandwiches. And then, you know what I had for dinner? I had another breakfast sandwich. So I've eaten all today. All I've eaten is 3 breakfast sandwiches. I'm such a fucking weirdo. I'm actually a little hungry right now. Because if you do the math for the 3 breakfast sandwiches that I ate, it's about 1,500 calories. And I also had a cappuccino. Yes, that's what happens to me too. Like, I'm always on the verge. It's so weird. It's sort of annoying. I almost feel like your body, it's like sometimes you shouldn't kill your fever or lower your fever because your body needs to roast the, viruses or microbes out of existence. But you ultimately do get better when you take this. So I don't know. It just seems to linger a little bit, but it does make you feel better. Antiviral flu care. Antiviral, anti-fever. It's always expensive. Like here, these are like $20 a bottle. And any other elderberry syrup that I've researched is $20 a bottle. And they last pretty much like 2 colds. That's it. Because it's 20 mils is the adult dosage. So 12. There's 12 doses in here. So yeah, exactly. 2 colds. Done the math. Bought a lot of this shit. And the reason why that Pharmaprix elderberry syrup stock keeps getting depleted, so they started ordering more. They're probably like, "Oh, there's a demand for this," and meanwhile, it's just me. And I actually stumbled upon this because I don't know. I was looking for cough drops, and I saw it. I was like, what is this? I will try this. And then I was like, oh my God, it actually works. And then I'm like, wait a second. Back to like, how does it work? And that's why combined with the taste, I discovered that, it contains an aspirin, same compound that's in aspirin. That's why it's a painkiller and a fever reducer. And that's why taking aspirin will make you feel better. The other thing I've been researching lately, I feel like I did a shot, is metformin. Metformin lowers your blood sugar and increases, for some reason, increases your lifespan and staves off aging. They found that in diabetics, taking metformin, that they look younger and live longer. But the problem with metformin is that if you already have low blood sugar, you can make it even worse. And if you're anemic, it's bad for you. So I was like, there's something about metformin that I don't trust. Because I want to do anything that'll help me, stay younger longer and healthier longer. And I mean, I haven't always been like the healthiest person, as we know. Like last year, I had a throat cyst, and I'm always anemic. I'm chronically anemic. Sorry, my brother's texting me. But in terms of looks wise, for some reason, I look younger than I am. So I want to prolong that. But also, I know as you get older, it's less important how you look. It's more important how you feel, your mobility, health is wealth. So I'm up for learning anything I can learn. And another thing too, I've researched is young plasma. You can get transfusions of young plasma from blood and from people under the age of 35, and that can reverse aging, but it hasn't been proven yet. And there's some risks always in getting another person's blood products. So I don't know. I'm kind of dicey about that because I think that while we know a lot about getting someone else's blood or plasma or hemoglobin or whatever, apparently it does not increase your risk of cancer. But if it can if it can influence your body to regenerate, and if it can reduce the rate at which you age, then what else is in blood that you might be getting if you get someone else's blood product? Aside from, like, of course, the obvious pathogens or viruses like HIV and hepatitis. Okay, on one hand, you might regenerate yourself, but maybe you just got some cancer cells. Congratulations. You now have leukemia or whatever. And they've also done studies that certain people, once they receive blood, their appetite changes and stuff happens, like they gain weight. That could be that they become healthier, so then they gain weight, or because they get over their disease, they then go out and celebrate more and they eat more, correlation, causality. But yeah, I don't fully trust the whole young plasma thing. But again, it's something I am definitively, I'm like, can I get my son's plasma? Hey, Max, we're going to the blood bank. Oh, thank you, Reaper. You are now the prettiest woman. You actually, we should say that for International Women's Day. You are now the prettiest woman in the room. The prettiest girl in the room is a frame, but the prettiest woman in the room is Reaper Match. Thank you for the $10. Let me just read. Sorry, I got it. Whoa, there's a lot of comments. Acetylsalicylic acid. Now I'm saying it right. Acetylsalicylic acid. Because Andreas wrote it. Thank you for the yellow chat button. I don't think I've ever gotten a yellow one before. I've gotten red. Red ones are the big high, and super high rollers, I believe, are green, because Jad or purple. Wait, actually, what's the color coding for super chat donations? Hold on. Colors for super chat donations. Super chat and live streams. Thanks, YouTube, for creating such comprehensive literature. It's absolutely what I was looking for. No, it isn't. YouTube, you're just so great at everything that you do. Oh my God. There's an article that says YouTube's paid chats are an abomination from a capitalist dystopia. That's what pops up when I look for colors for super chat donations. Okay, Mom, la la, I'm not gonna swear. I want to know something simple and it should be obvious. See, purchase super chat. Super chat colors. Sorry, guys, I have to know. We have yellow right now, and we had a green or something. Red is $50 and above, I think. Highlighted with a color. Okay. What color? Oh, here we go. Mrs. Shillback. Did they really use the name Shillback as the username? I'm not even kidding. Mr. Shillback is the username, that is the example username for showing off the colors. But there's only two colors they're showing. I don't want to, I'm getting silly. Let's not do this. So there's green and purple. This is not helping us. Oh, here we go. We found it, guys. I found the menu. Whoa, it is a crazy menu. Okay, this is funny. I'm going to take a picture of this so you guys can see it. Hold on a second. Sorry if this has taken me so long to do, and I'm not looking at what you guys are saying. It It's really funny because it's a gradient that goes up to red and then just very subtly different, unless they're the same. Oh, maybe they're all the same shades of red, but it's like, okay, so you have a rainbow and then you hit red and you're just like, you stop. It's like YouTube red. If you want that YouTube red, you got to spend a minimum of $100. That's really funny. So it's a gradient from blue through red. And let's just go back to the window. So see, the lowest is dark blue. And then we have teal, green, yellow, which is what Reaper just donated, orange, and then just a whole block of red. But see how I thought they look like different shades of red? They're not quite identical. You see? It's just kind of a funny choice of like YouTube red. Couldn't you guys what about breaking out the purple? What about the pink? What about black? Black is like always the signal of like the high rollers, isn't it? Everyone wants the black credit card. Platinum. Why don't they make one of them flash? Come on. If you're paying $500, I hope something happens. It's huge. Hope something explodes. Right now, my mouth is exploding. Hello, Alias. They forgot purple. I thought there was purple. I could have sworn I saw purple. YouTube gets the purple Reaper. Nubian goats? What? Coconut sugar has the lowest glycemic level. Yeah, coconut sugar, I tried it. I don't know if I got bad coconut sugar, but I felt like it irritated my stomach. I don't know. Just like I can't eat nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast gives me the shits. Pardon if that's too much TMI, but nutritional yeast is, I don't know how vegans do it. It tastes great. I was putting it on avocado toast with tomatoes, and I didn't just try it once. I tried it. I had a big container. I tried it several times. Gives me diarrhea. So as much as I would love to subsist on nutritional yeast and toast and coconut oil and avocados, I can't. So it was one particular brand though. So maybe I need to try other brands and it'll agree with me. But isn't nutritional yeast like a fungus or something? So my body's like, nope. Bye. It tastes cheesy, guys. It actually tastes good, nutritional yeast. I fully recommend it as long as it doesn't give you the shits. That's why vegans are skinny, because they're constantly giving themselves the shits. You learn something new on Davison Video. La la Davison Video. As Arsenio Hall said, surrender the pink. Maybe that's why they didn't go to pink on the super chat colors, because they knew that would be encouraging, showing the pink to get the green. Food for thought. I actually had made a video, which I believe is still up, that I was joking about if YouTube enables tipping, what creators will be willing to do for tips. And so it was back then it was called the YouTube tip jar. So I made a bunch of jokes like, oh, it'll be called the YouTube strip jar because people will start stripping for tips. Or it'll be the YouTube, I don't know what else, Joe. I made a bunch of jokes. I was younger then. I do look good in that video. I probably look better than I look now in that video. And it was right before I went viral. It was like one of the videos I made right before my channel like really saw an upswing in 2015. So it was like 2014. So it's like 4 years ago now. I love nutritional yeast on my popcorn, so it doesn't affect you poorly then. Yeah, I don't think it's everyone. It's just me. So again, thank you to Frayne and thank you to Reaper Match for your donations. You are the most beautiful woman in the room, Reaper, and Frayne is the prettiest girl in the room. And Reaper, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's just a title that you get if you donate to me. And $2 is my micro sugar daddy. And then anything that gets into the $30 and above range, you usually get a perk like getting painted on the wall. Or Jad got a little rap. Jad is rad when I'm sad or mad. I don't think Jad's here tonight, but Jad made me feel a lot better yesterday. So thank you, Jad. And also Mole Man donated to me yesterday. See, I remember everyone. My memory still works. Must be the fact that I'm not eating any nutritional yeast. Are those little black seeds? No, that's chia. Oh, I hate chia. That's another thing I can't stand. Chia hurts my intestines because it absorbs so much water and it's so fucking high fiber. So like I can only handle like a very small amount of chia. A large amount of chia is like, why do people do that to themselves? I do like quinoa though. Quinoa is one of the natural health things, the alternative grains. Quinoa is great, especially with pesto. But chia, there's a reason why it never got popular. Or it was like people forgot about it. They only brought it up now because it contains like, or they only, revived it now because it contains different kinds of essential fats and fatty acids. And it does fill you up and it does clean you out. It's basically a laxative too. Maybe everything is a laxative. Well, it's not a laxative so much as like it's a gel and it can back you up. You can actually, I think, have a lethal amount of chia. I'm not even kidding you. And if you swallow them without soaking them first, it's especially dangerous. Look it up. Like people have choked and died. Let me look this up right now. Choking on chia. Choking on chia. Health risk of chia seeds you need to know about from prevention. Credible source, not fake news. After one 39-year-old man, it's loading. Ad blocker detected. Fuck you. There. Oh, you know what you do? Oh, I'm going to play the game of refresh and stop. No, did I win? Refresh and stop. Refresh, stop. You play the game. Oh, refresh, stop till it confuses it and it can't do the pop up. No. Sorry, guys. I don't want to disable my ad blocker. So there's a 39-year-old. Really? Oh, here, enter your email. So no@no.com. Unlock the article. Oh, it just unlocked it with total garbage. They should work on that. Sorry, prevention. I just spammed your email system. Okay, so after one 39-year-old man swallowed a tablespoon of dry chia seeds and chased it with water, he experienced He experienced intense dysphagia or difficulty of swallowing. So basically, when added to liquid, dried chia seeds immediately begin to form a hydrogel capsule. So like I said, they expand, absorbing up to 27 times their weight in water. So the gel-like ball of chia seeds resulted in a throat obstruction that was hard to dislodge. So you can choke to death on chia seeds, amongst other things. Oh, you're talking about your medical coma. By the way, Alias, it's been a while. There you are. Alias is there on the wall. I can point to you. Efrain's also there on the wall. He's the blue bobs by your name with the cupcake. Jad's down there. What about hemp seeds? Oh, hemp seeds are fine. And flax is fine too. Apparently flax mixed with cottage cheese is the Budwig protocol, and it gives you good energy. There was a doctor, Dr. Budwig, who unfortunately passed away. I think she passed away several years ago, but she was like at the age of something like 94. She invented this protocol to help cancer patients improve their energy and ability to heal. And if you consume a mixture of high fat cottage cheese or quark with flax, it allows the electrons in your cells to function better. And it's not bullshit. She proved it. I actually had bought mealed flaxseed and cottage cheese to try it out, but you're better off mealing your own flax seeds because they go rancid really fast. So I did have the mealed flaxseed in the refrigerator, but I feel like it wasn't as effective, and I didn't continuously take the protocol because it's not that gross to eat flaxseed and cottage cheese, but it's not something you look forward to per se eating every single day. Like it's something that you could handle eating like, I don't know, once a week, but you have to kind of eat it every day. So anyhow, you could look that up, Budwig protocol and flax. I still have your drawing next to my TV. Good. Sorry. What? Oh, you had bacterial pneumonia, and then I got viral pneumonia in the hospital, and it started shutting my lungs down. Poor you. But you're here, Sean. Oh, so Reaper says there's a channel called Asian Andy. He goes into public and he has text-to-speech on his donations, so people don't donate horrible things to him, and little kids here around him hear it. Oh, really? That's against YouTube's terms of service, I think. And if he gets caught doing that, he's going to get a strike or risk losing everything. Like I can't, I actually shouldn't, I can't repeat everything that people say to me in the chat. I've actually glossed over certain comments before because YouTube judges what we say, not necessarily what the audience is saying. So yeah, Asian Andy is going to get in trouble soon, I imagine. You could flag his broadcast if it's like racist crap. I imagine it's like racist, offensive crap that people are paying for. That's a bad way to monetize your stream. That's not a good way to monetize it. No problem, just me. I have a passion for natural health and longevity and anti-aging things. I try my best to take care of myself. And your diet is, I think you agree with me, your diet is an integral part of that. Sean, what about you? Would it help you to take this stuff, the elderberry? So I guess you won't have a chia pet anytime soon. That's funny. No, I don't have to eat it. If I don't have to eat my chia pet, of course I'll have a chia pet. Wait, I have seeds because I was supposed to. Where are they? I have cress seeds because somebody tried to grow cress seeds, or students tried to grow cress seeds beside Wi-Fi, and the cress seeds all died. So I wanted to try to replicate the experiment because I don't believe them. I think that's bullshit. But I haven't done the video yet. Add it to the list of all the videos that I'm supposed to do and I haven't done yet. I ordered these seeds off the internet. They were $2.99 plus shipping. A video investment I haven't respected yet. Probably my experiment will replicate their findings because I've had these seeds so long that they're probably dead. No, I think you can have seeds a very long time. Is there a best before date on this? Oh, packed for 2017. Fail. I don't know. It's cress, not watercress. Curly cress. It looks like arugula to me. Curly cress has a fresh, peppery flavor. It looks like freaking arugula. Why are they calling it? Is cress arugula? Are cress and arugula synonymous? Are cress and arugula synonymous? Synonyms and antonyms for arugula. Herb, rocket. Oh yeah, roquette in French. Herbaceous plant. Aruca? What? Aruca vesicaria sativa. Aruca sativa. Rocket salad. Garden rocket. Genus Aruca. So no. Cress and arugula are not the same thing, but it sounds like the same thing. It looks very similar. Curly cress has a fresh, peppery flavor that adds depth to salads and sandwiches. It grows incredibly quickly for a small, fast turnaround. Plant a small amount often and harvest just a few days later. It makes splendid microgreens. What? I could eat this? Fascinating. Sorry, I'm like losing myself in the crust. I'm like, No, it is not. It is not herb. the herb. It's not what Tim wishes that I would grow. You're in California. So lots of modern drugs don't react well with acetylsalicylic acid, so probably shouldn't talk unless you talk to a doctor. Oh, yes, probably. Do not mix medications. That's a good point. Yeah, it's snowing here, but it's pretty warm. Back to what I'd said before, I believe it's like 30 degrees here, so it's manageable. Let's see if my I don't know if my library is done updating yet. Oh man, it's missing things. Oh well, we'll just have to deal with this later. What the heck? It's missing things? Oh, this is not good. Okay, anyhow, I won't worry about this. We're just not going to think about this until later. Oh, we've hit an hour. Yay, it's been an hour. Woo. So do I have any other questions? So we all know that you've had your son in vids. Have you ever had any other family members in them? Yeah, my parents have been in a couple videos. If you look up Snapchat black eye on my main channel, they're in that video. I pretended I had a black eye because of a Snapchat filter, and I tried to make the point that it's kind of irresponsible of Snapchat to have a filter where it looks like you have a black eye, that you've been a victim of violence, because it also looks real. It doesn't look, it's fairly convincing. I also have a video where, I don't know, on this channel, where I also surprised my parents with a check for a small amount of money, but it was like a joke because I don't remember which YouTuber, but he paid off his parents' mortgage. So I surprised them with like a check for like a tiny amount because they've already paid off their mortgage. I don't think my brothers or sisters have been in any of my videos. So when am I going to grow the cress seeds and eat them? I don't know. Well, I think they'll still germinate. If they were packed for 2017, they're probably still okay. What do they think about my job? Well, thank you, Just Me. I'm working on it. I just want, what my basic dream was 100,000 subs on my main channel. And I want my traffic to go back to normal on my main channel. It was kind of brutal the other day that I had this huge spike. And then all of a sudden, YouTube's algorithm shuffled and like freaking, I was slammed again. So yeah, the goal that I've had for a long time is to get my YouTube plaque because I get 100,000 subs, or just see how many subs I can get. But I don't know why the 100,000 is stuck in my head. I'm still not there, but we'll see. And I want to make a successful series that people appreciate and that becomes popular. And I see consistent success. Already I feel successful. Like I've managed to make a living at this. A lot of people can't or never do. But I want to get better at it and do better. I want to do as good as the 21-year-olds who are, have it all figured out. Excuse me, super young. Mind you, this didn't exist when I was 21, right? So yeah, that's my dream. And enjoy life while I'm doing it, not just work and never enjoy myself. Thank you, Just Me. Have a good evening. Bye. So Daniel, what do they think about my job? All my mother thinks is she's like, oh, it sounds so hard. But my mother sometimes says that, and it's annoying because, I don't think she says it in a discouraging way, but it's like, Mom, everything is hard. It doesn't matter what job you have. There's always perks and there's always drawbacks. It is true that YouTube there's like a lot of BS that you have to deal with to do this job. But like, my mother's always had kind of an outrageous sense of humor, so she doesn't care about what I do, and she doesn't care what I do with my body. Of course, like my dad doesn't watch certain types of videos that I make. I wouldn't want him to. Nor would I want my brothers to watch stuff. But I mean, I don't know. They think it's cool that I've been in the paper and been on the internet everywhere and gotten all this press and that I'm making a living at it. They don't fully understand how you make money at this, but I've explained it to them. My father understands, I think, better than my mom, because my father's more like, he got an iPhone really early on. He's a stock trader now, because before he worked in engineering, but he retired, so he trades. So he does all sorts of stuff online to trade. Yeah. I think my parents are weird in the sense that, or unusual, that they never dictated what they wanted their children to be. They're just like, oh, whatever you want to be. Like, there's no like, we expect you to go to university and we expect you to have a real profession. And we expect you. No, there was like no guidance whatsoever. My brother sometimes faults them for that, because they should have, say, been more aggressive in our pursuit of sports, and they weren't supportive enough in terms of my pursuit of being a competitive runner. But I got injured anyways, so I couldn't really continue with it anyways. But yeah, the athletic portion of our upbringing was a little bit lacking, but they gave me a lot of freedom. So as a result, my approach with my son, I think, is very much the same. Like, and my son, because of his father, has always been raised to like make his own decisions. So Max will like argue with me, like, no, this is what I've decided. I'm like, dude, I am the parent, you are the kid. Like, I mean, it's good though to teach your children independence, but it's like, he's like, well, why? I'm like, I am the authority figure, and you won't always make the best decisions because you have less life experience. Okay. So the answer is no. Hi, Charlie. So, yeah, my parents just were like, do whatever. So I wound up doing this, and this is what stuck. This is what I love. I've been doing this for 10 years. So obviously it's the right thing. Do I miss modeling sometimes? Yes. I really miss modeling. I miss being the star. I really do. Showing up on set, and all I have to do is sit there and they do my makeup and like treat me like I'm amazing and then hand me a check for $4,000. Yeah, I kind of miss that sometimes, but I can't do everything. I literally, wouldn't have the time to go to castings and do this. It would destroy me. I actually tried for a little bit to return to auditioning, but no, it's this. And like, maybe eventually I'll get into a magazine again, other than like, my online viral stuff, because of the work I've done. But I have to work towards that, like as an older model, because I'm not going to be competing obviously with the young women anymore, but I have my own kind of vertical to offer. As I get older, I find it disturbing, just to go on a little bit of a segue, how much advertising really only uses, for the most part, younger people, like people under the age of 30, unless we're talking about medications or certain food products. So like all the advertisers have a tendency to like, it really just not reflect the people that are the primary consumers. And that's alienating, because I'm like, where are all the older people? No wonder people prize youth and the beauty of youth. I mean, part of it's instinctual, but it's like, we have very little media that like that's representative of anybody over the age of 30. So I feel like that is changing a tiny bit, but not that much. Like there's a new, I believe, Revlon ad with a 68-year-old model. And I was like happy about that, because as I get older, I identify more with that than with a woman who's 21. I mean, we're just, a lifetime apart, essentially. I'm double their age. I'm the authority figure, fade to Christmas booty vid. Well, wait a second. That's not fair, Daniel. I know you're making that as a joke. But what I do for a living has nothing to do with whether or not I'm authoritative. And that's a frequent fallacy, that people presume that you are either not intelligent or not capable of other things just because you've been incidentally silly, comedic, or sexy. you can compartmentalize. You are definitively capable of both authority and sexiness. Yeah. It may be weird, but Jamie Lee Curtis is still hot. That's not weird. That's cool. She's pretty. If you're pretty, you're usually pretty for a very long time. You're chasing your dreams, and many barely even know what their dreams are. You're amazing. Well, you're so positive, Just Me. Thank you. Yeah, well, I mean, like I said before, I do feel like I've accomplished a lot of what I set out to accomplish. I've been in numerous publications. I've had viral videos. I have a following. I've made money at this. I keep making more money at this. I've made business contacts. Has the path been like this, like straight? No, of course not. It's been more like, yeah. Has it been harder than I thought it would be? Yes. Do I wonder why some people get it all with less? Yes, but you can't think that way. I guess there's just certain goals that I still have to accomplish. And there's certain things I need to take better care of. Like I haven't come out with merch, and I know that that's something that's important because it can sustain you long term, and it's like a passive revenue stream. I get pissed at straight talk cell phone ads with the old people going, oh, a cell phone, that generation literally invented cell technology, says Daniel. Yeah. Or like, it's always like, they always make adults or people over the age of 30 look like schlubby and like they're suffering. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a good depiction of the realities of adulthood. And it affects us all negatively, I think. Sorry, hi, Charlie again. I ask because I work for myself and my family tend to discourage that. They say, oh, you should get a real job. Oh, well, did you tell them that anything that generates revenue is a real job? And salary doesn't determine whether or not something is a job, right? I hate YouTubers or influencers who say like in a disingenuous way to appear humble, I think, or non-threatening to their audiences. So like, oh, but YouTube really, it's just really not a job. Like that, we're not even going to pretend that this is a job. This isn't a job. Maybe for some of those influencers, maybe it really isn't. Maybe that they are lucky enough, fortunate enough that they just like literally turn on their iPhone and like, hey, yeah, it's so lit. We're going to go and party tonight. Do you want to see what I'm wearing? And then they have like 2 million views. So of course to them, maybe it doesn't feel like a job because they're like very blessed and lucky that they're making something that particular audience or demographic identifies with. But YouTube for me has been this brutal, all-consuming job with a capital J. And quite frankly, I've worked less hard for more money at this point. But I'm building value and I'm building relationships with you guys and an audience over the years that you wouldn't get if you worked a different style of job. So Daniel says, girl on the morning talk show literally called herself an influencer, which took me by surprise. Whoops. Girl on a morning talk show called herself an influencer, which took me by surprise. Thought they were supposed to be less direct. Well, I think it's kind of like calling oneself a model now. I think it's become a job title because you do get paid. I had a clothing company, which hasn't written me back yet, write to me. They were like, oh, you can pick out 12 or 10 items of clothing from this list. And all items of clothing were like an average of like $40 and make a review video. And I'm like, great, pay me. Like, I can't pay my rent and clothing. I own so much, although the clothing was really nice. And I still hope they hire me. Maybe they won't after me saying that. But back to like influencer being a job. they're like, hello, influencer. And the clothing you had to pick from was on their influencer list. I think some people would jump at the opportunity to get, $400 in free clothing. But myself, I am giving them more than $500 worth of marketing. And yeah, I guess it's just maybe they won't take me up on my offer because I countered with an amount. So yeah, people call themselves influencers because that's how they're identified. Like if you build an audience and you can market to them, or they follow you, you're like a walking ad, essentially. You're a walking, unfortunately, pre-roll ad, and you have your audience's attention. So you naturally could influence them. Hence the title influencer. I don't like the term. And yeah, models used to be the old influencers, but it was different because you were only responsible for one part of the shoot, which was just to look, be the body or the subject or the object in the shoot, not then to edit the photos, upload them, create a theme. As a model, you're hired for new characters almost every single time, versus the whole influencer thing. It's like you have to develop a brand. And it's not easy. I guess you can make it easy on yourself. Like, oh, I am solely about travel. Just travel photos. Or, oh, I am solely about eye makeup. Just eye makeup. Myself, as we all know, I'm all over the place. I'm eclectic. So that's harder to define a brand for. Anyhow, I'm totally going on a tangent. But yeah, I don't like the term influencer either. It seems like it's turning your job as an artist into your role as being a salesperson. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's almost giving you a false sense of status as being like superior to other people. Oh, I'm not just a regular person. I'm an influencer. So I get it. Is it still fun? Is doing YouTube still fun? Yes. I was enjoying singing I'm so shit right now. My life is so boring. Let's see. I'm so shit right now. My life is so boring. While you're hating on me, am I worth ignoring? I'm so shit right now. My phone is always off. Avoiding all you peeps and becoming a sloth. Burnt out at work and in transit. Counting my bills. My credit is zip. I think I am crazy. My life's the worst. I'm so shit right now. Okay. They say, lady, why you always poppin' Xanax? Call up my shrink, because I am in a panic. Benzodiazepines, and sure, I'm not so manic. I'm so shit right now. Okay. They say, lady, this is where the song changes. It's not da 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 da. It changes to something else. It's like, anyhow, it keeps going. But yeah, this is fun. Of course, it's fun writing a song. I'm so shit right now, and how crazy I am, and how life sucks. And I'm going to make a music video for it. But there's work involved, right? I had to find a backing track, and then I tried to arrange the backing track with the original song that I'm parodying with its vocals extracted. So I extracted the vocals, but it sounded too manipulated. It lost a lot of the audio quality. And that took like 2.5 hours today. And plus I had to fix the lyrics because the rhythm wasn't right. Plus I have to learn the song because it changes tempo at certain points and I don't have it fully memorized. And some of it is a bit of a mouthful. Anyhow, so that's all the work. That's less, it's an energy expense to do this. So the good is, yeah, sometimes it's fun, and the end product I'm going to be super stoked about. I don't know if people are going to respond well to it. I think so. I think it's cute. It's general audience. Everyone can relate to feeling like shit instead of feeling lit. I'm like the adult version of the song. You get it? When you're young, you feel like you're lit. Feel like you're lit between, I'd say, 16 and 24. And then 24 onward, you feel like shit. Much better than I could have come up with. You'll see. It'll be even better once it's produced. Because I'm just singing it in like the silly ditty way without any accompaniment. And I mean, the song is not exactly showing off your vocal prowess, right? Sorry, I have a whole segment about Facebook, shopping your photos on Facebook. You're photoshopping them so that people still think you're hot, even though you're not. Oh, my life is such a hot mess. That is probably why I'm always in a crisis. Half rhyme. Oh, bye, Elias. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us on International Women's Day. International I'm So Shit right now day. The birth of I'm So Shit. Who else is here? 13. Can we get 13 likes? Everyone, flash like moment. Let's boost the signal of the room. This is what I always fail to do, and YouTube considers these signals more important than ever. More important than ever that people push the fucking buttons. Thank you. We're getting there. 10. I'm so shit right now. Why am I so annoying? Hit that like button now. It is worth deploying. Annoying and deploying. I just rhymed those two words. That deserves a like. Come on. 3 more people. Deploy those likes. Is there one dislike? Hello, Mr. Bitchy. 14 people. You are the 14th person in the room. Mr. Bitchy. So to update you, we got a super chat message from Refrain and from Reaper today. And we went through the colors of the super chat buttons. It's a rainbow. It's a gradient, but somehow YouTube missed out on purple and pink and black. And basically above a certain level, it's just different shades of red, which is highly entertaining. Daniel says the making of the I'm So Shit Right Now video would be cool. Yeah, well, I guess it just depends if I use a camera person, because I might just shoot it alone. I'm so shit right now. Okay. You'll see. I have this sort of vision, like it's just going to be like funny, like me, basically dragging my butt around the house, hiding out under the covers. I guess I have to shoot myself on transit. If I make it literal. I mean, I can make a huge production out of it, or I can but if it's just me shooting, then it's kind of hard to make it behind the scenes, because unless I set up another camera, I mean, all you're really going to see is just like me singing the same lines over and over again. Oh no, guess who's watching Davison instead of reading his 13-page article for his class tomorrow? What's your article about? Go read. Should I read your article? Can I do it? Can I have access to it online? Can you kill 2 birds with 1 stone? I'll read your article to you while broadcasting. I pushed the button. Thank you, Charlie. We were up to 15 people, but then a couple people decided that it just wasn't worth it. Wasn't worth leaving the love. Educationals. What reading does for the mind. Is it available online? So, hey, everyone, do you want to hear an article? What reading does for the mind? It sounds intriguing. That's a strategy to educate yourself. You make it education entertaining, and then people have an easier time learning. So we're going to do that for you right now if it's available online. So what are you a teacher? Are you studying to become a teacher? It's 13 pages. Yeah, but it just depends how long the pages are. And it depends on the style of writing. Like it could be extremely dry. I don't know. What reading does for the mind. Here, I'm studying languages. Oh, cool. Linguistics or languages? Reading does for the mind. Oh, here we go. PDF download available. Is it by Does it start with researchgate.net? Is it by Cunningham and Stanovich? Was it written in 1998? Exactly. So this is it? Abstract. So download the full text PDF. What reading does for the mind? January 1998. This is it, right? I'm just confirming. Before I start reading an article that's not your article. That long ago, Jesus. Hey, that's when I was in university. Yes, I am getting paid. This is monetized. I'm glad they monetized Women's Day. What was it for? Was it for Dove or something? So, Mr. Sobitchi, is it by Cunningham? Is this the right one? Okay, so how do we go to the next page? 1 of 9. No, it's only 9 pages. Might not be it. What reading does for the mind? Come on. What do we do? What? It's not making my job easy. No. Okay, here we go. Reading has cognitive consequences that extend beyond its immediate task of lifting meaning from a particular passage. Okay, I had to think about that. How ironic. Furthermore, these consequences are reciprocal and exponential in nature, accumulated over time, spiraling either upward or downward. They carry profound implications for the development of a wide range of cognitive capabilities. Concern about the reciprocal influences of reading achievement has been elucidated. I hate the person that wrote this. I'm already telling you this right now. They're using multisyllabic words where probably simpler language would be more effective, or accomplish the same thing. They're not very succinct, are they? So has been elucidated through discussions of so-called Matthew effects in academic achievement. The term Matthew effects is taken from the biblical passage that describes a rich get richer and poor get poorer phenomenon. Applying this concept to reading, we see that very early in the reading process, poor readers who experience greater difficulty in breaking the spelling to sound code begin to be exposed to much less text than their more skilled peers. Further exacerbating the problem is the fact that less skilled readers often find themselves in materials that are too difficult for them. This combination of deficient decoding skills, lack of practice, and difficult materials results in unrewarding early reading experiences that lead to less involvement in reading-related activities. Lack of exposure and practice on the part of the less skilled reader delays the development of automaticity and speed at the word recognition level. Slow capacity draining word recognition processes require cognitive resources that should be allocated to comprehension. Thus, reading for meaning is hindered, unrewarding reading experiences multiply, and practice is avoided or merely tolerated without real cognitive involvement. The disparity in the reading experiences of children of varying skill may have other consequences for the future reading and cognitive, or may have future The disparity in the reading experiences of children of varying skill may have many other consequences for their future reading and cognitive development. As skill develops and word recognition becomes less resource demanding and more automatic, more general language skills such as vocabulary, background knowledge, familiarity with complex and syntactic structures, etc., become the limiting factor on reading ability. But the sheer volume of reading, how many times does this paper say reading? But the sheer volume of reading done by the better reader has the potential to provide an advantage, even here, if, as our research suggests, reading a lot serves to develop these very skills and knowledge bases. From the standpoint of a reciprocal model of reading development, guys, I'm just going to finish it. I'm going to go back to you guys after this paragraph. This means that many cognitive differences observed between readers of differing skill may in fact be consequences of differential practice that itself resulted from early differences in the speed of initial reading acquisition. This increased reading, the increased reading experiences of children who master the spelling to sound code early, thus might have important positive feedback effects that are denied the slowly progressing reader. In our research, we have begun to explore, I'm going to sleep, guys, these reciprocal effects by examining the role that reading volume plays in shaping the mind, and we'll share many of our findings in this article. Oh. So Daniel says, this is less about reading in the mind and more about how people learn. It's called modality. Mr. Sobici says, feel my pain. Yeah, well, it's easy to let your mind start to wander, right? Frey says, okay, so read more while you're young. Exactly. And that if your child experiences difficulty in reading, that needs to be addressed at a young age. Because if it's not, then they will only continue to experience more and more difficulty as they age. Early learning experiences dictate future outcomes. And it's self-reinforcing, as they said before, the Matthew principle, that the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Those who struggle continue to struggle. Those who don't are consistently rewarded with more and more advantage. I hope this isn't applicable on YouTube. I kind of feel like that's the case on YouTube. More successful channels are rewarded. The brand-friendly people are rewarded, and that just it's harder and harder for the smaller guys. Thank you for the 777, Wall Street. I read the dictionary from A to Z. Oh, God. Oh, I don't have it in me. I think my cough syrup helped me, though I can tell I still have a bit of a temperature. Read the dictionary from A to Z. Nice to see you smiling again. Good luck, adventurer. Thank you. Thank you for the 777. For the slots. The slots for the slot. Wall Street, I had the old Encyclopedia Britannica when I was younger. Read it back to back. The best thing ever. I think I tried to read the encyclopedia, but I didn't succeed. I got bored. Just like I tried to read the Bible, and I didn't get through it. Daniel says, oh no, academic speech, a linguistic pattern designed to the ego of the speaker. Absolutely. But I mean, sometimes you do need words that require a higher level of reading comprehension, more complex or less frequently used terminology to describe specific things and to be precise in the case of an academic paper. It's not like how we speak, generally speaking, in real life, of course. It's not casual language, it's formal language. Aardvark, Symergy. I don't know how long it would take me to read the dictionary. Has any YouTuber ever tried? How many words are there in the English language dictionary? The OED is fairly huge. How many words in the English language? There are 171,476 words in the Oxford English Dictionary and 47,156 obsolete words. 171,476. How many seconds? Let's do that. Do I have a calculator? Calculate the number of minutes it would take if you did one word a second. What? No. Just a minute. Wait, no, it's 1 second. Wait, no, 171,476. 476 divided by, no, wait, 60 seconds. Wait. Wait, I could do the number of minutes. So times 60. Wait a second. Sorry, just a minute. This is hard on my brain. 171 mean math 476. I'm failing. So times 60 seconds in a minute is number of minutes divided by 60. Wait. No, that doesn't make any sense. So it would take 171,476 seconds. So divided, wait, why am I confusing myself? Divided by 60 would be the number of hours. 171,476 divided by 60. Because it's giving me 2.857. That doesn't make any sense. That number divided by 60 is not 2.8. My calculator's being really weird, guys. It's putting decimals where there shouldn't be. Okay, sorry. 1 minute. I know this is taking me far too long. My calculator on my phone's being very weird. It's putting decimals. Sorry. 171, or you guys probably have the answer already, divided by 60. Okay, so it would yeah, it would take a very long time. So it would take 2,857 minutes. By 60 again. So it would take 47 hours to read the entire dictionary if you didn't stop. There you go. There you go. And I'm back to you guys. You can tell when I was back. There you go. 47 hours. Well, actually, if you round up, it's 48 hours. Why is my calculator? Well, I said it before Andreas, but maybe we said it at the same time. Why is my calculator not working right? 4,000 divided by, 4 point. Why is it doing decimals? Decimals. There shouldn't be decimals. I'm angry at it. Weird. Okay. The sexiest thing I've ever said is the Oxford English Dictionary. Well, that's good to know. Hey, I did the because I thought I generated an error the first time because it was like 2.87. And I'm like, what? 2.87? That doesn't. We're the metric system too. So even calculators fail. That's why I'm studying languages. I just find mathematics, I doubt myself and I check and recheck. So I'm not terribly efficient. I expend a lot of energy at like making sure that I'm doing it the right way and time instead of just trusting. I don't know. I slow myself down too much. I'm just reading what you guys said. Hey, we're almost at 2 hours, guys. I didn't think I would go live for this long. So Mr. Sobichi says, I'm not bad at it, but it bores me to pieces. Can't deal with math. Yeah. I was more the Matthew principal in terms of math. Like I did really well in it up until grade 10. And then the math teacher gave us all an exam and then said to us, okay, based on the result of this exam, which was right after our school break, I can determine whether or not you're going to do well in math, which was a completely stupid thing to say and unfair. And so I think I only got, 70% on that exam because it was like stuff I hadn't studied before and it was right after summer. And she basically said to all of us, yeah, well, you can never expect to get more than 70% of this class. It was like she was like setting us up to fail. And then after that point, I was kind of like, I don't fucking care about math and I hate it and it's boring. And I'm not going to care about this anymore, which is bad. So anyhow, whatever. Do I use math that often? Well, when I do my taxes or counting, I suppose, but not the complex things that you learn in high school. Nothing to do with graphing. I don't learn that or use that. Sorry. Basically, to do that equation, it was the number of seconds divided by 60 and then divided by 60 again. So the number of seconds divided by 60 to get the number of minutes, and then the number of minutes divided by 60 to get the number of hours. So I had to divide by 60 twice. That was the equation for what we just calculated. Daniel says, when Richard Feynman, the physicist, pointed out that we teach math but not problem solving. So people learn equations but not where they are applicable for things like making money. That's very true. And like, you need to learn, graphing and parabolic calculations. Maybe if you're going into certain, science or physics, science is physics, but like courses, but the average person will never use that knowledge in real life. Business students probably won't either. So, and yeah, reading, I suppose like English class where they teach us to analyze stories. Yeah. Do we always apply that knowledge in real life? No, but it teaches children how to think critically and how to express themselves verbally better. That's the goal, at least. Maybe you should read what reading does for the mind. That was a good joke. Good joke, Mr. Bitchy. You get 20 points. Good one. Okay, guys, I hate to cut this short, but unfortunately, I have to go. So, Andrea says, I was lousy in math, so I learned to make Excel sheets for my commonly used calculations. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys go, but I'll be back probably tomorrow. Thank you for celebrating International Women's Day with me. My mouth hurts. Thank you for the donations. Afrain, Reaper, and Wall Street. Much appreciated. And have yourselves a great evening. And I will see you again soon. Do your reading, Mr. Bitchy. Thank you for introducing me to what you were studying. Bye.